Your host of this edition of Sportsman News Television. I'm in Manitoba, Canada with Big Sand Lake Lodge. Fellow pro staffer Rick Rosenberg joins me on this trip. We're here for great spring fishing for walleye, lake trout, and giant northerns. This is one of our longtime platinum approved outfitters, and boy, we're expecting to have a great week. Many fish on this trip will be in the master angler category here in Manitoba. That's a northern pike over 41 inches, a lake trout over 35 inches, and a walleye over 28 inches. So, boy, we're expecting a great week. It's about a week after ice off. The fish should be hungry, and the big boys will be coming into the bays. So what do you say we grab our stuff and hit the water for this first night at Big Sand Lake Lodge in northern Manitoba, Canada.
Whoa.
So Lonnie, what do you think about this?
Nothing
fishing?
like pike fishing up here in the Big Sand in Canada.
About 30 inches?
About 30 inches, yeah.
We're up to Rut Bay on Big Sand Lake. This is one of Kent and I's favorite bays. It's at the far north end of the lake. It takes about an hour and a half to get here from the lodge, and we're getting set up. We thought we'd take a second and show you what we're fishing with while we're up here. The fly rod, we've got the new St. Croix Imperial rods that we've been really happy with this year. They've been performing really well. Kent's got a sink tip line on it. The fly we're using is a weighted red and white. Got the little dumbbell eyes. Also the steel leaders. Steel leaders are really important when you're up here fishing for pike. They will shear a leader in no time flat. They'll even make work of these steel leaders over time. But this is a 7-weight rod. Been really happy with the new St. Croix Imperial rods this trip. Been performing well for us. If you're not a fly fisherman, you can bring your spinning gear up here or your bait casting gear. When we've been catching fish on MEPS, the little fluorescent orange has been a really good color this year. The Black Fury will produce. Fima Diamonds is always well in the deeper water. This year we're fishing with both the clipped steel leaders and with just the nylon coated wire, tying your own leaders. So a lot of opportunities that way. Flies this year, red and white's been doing really well. Heavy weighted flies have been producing fish well. Chartreuse is always good. Chartreuse and black, chartreuse and green have been working as well. This year with the light, the red has been producing. Fish for walleye around lunchtime. Yesterday I was just fishing a little dipper bullfrog. Just a lure that I fish for smallmouth back home a lot with a 1/4 ounce jig head, and just getting behind the boat and letting the wind kind of drift the boat across the rocks, and we're just dipping and kind of reeling this little swim bait in and did really well yesterday. We also caught them on the spinner patterns and on crankbaits. This year, brought a bunch of crankbaits up here. This is a reaction strike, fast sinking. This lure's all tore up. The crankbaits really have done well on some of the larger pike this year. Remember to crimp your barbs. I've been substituting hooks on a few of these to make it easier on the guides, actually pulling it so it's just running one set of hook instead of two. This is a little shallow runner. It runs just under the surface, and you can actually see the fish come up and strike this lure. It makes it a lot of fun. You can see some of the scars on the top of that guy's head from the pike that have been pounding it. And you can throw this into shallow water up next to the grass and reel it back without too much trouble. When you get in the deeper pockets, some of the stream entries, I throw a fast sinking version of it. Again, just a single treble hook on this one. You get multiple trebles, it makes it a lot harder for the guides to get the fish off. You're gonna probably increase your fish mortality a little bit that way. But you know, get up here, bring your tackle and come up. Hopefully sometime today we'll get to throw the spook if the weather calms down a little bit. And I'm excited to throw the frog. I always love to throw these frogs. Topwater is a lot of quality action. I love to fish topwater, and so I always bring some of these and have them in your box and ready to go. So we're gonna get out there, one of the better fisheries right around the corner right here. Hopefully we'll get up there and see a big log pike and be able to get him landed in the boat. Boats up here at Big Sand Lodge, they run 18-foot aluminum boats. They've got fishing platforms in them, decks that make it very comfortable to fish out of. You can move the chair up on the bow if you want, sit down, rod holders. In the back, they're running a 40-horse Yamaha 4-stroke, moves you up the lake pretty fast. They've got hummingbird electronics in the back for when we go after lake trout. They're all equipped with radios so that they can stay in contact with the lodge in case there's an emergency.
First year we ever fished here at Rut Bay, they told us a lot about it, so we made the venture up here. It's about an hour and a half drive by boat on a good day. Today was a little bit choppy, but not too bad. But we caught 50 fish in this bay, and 9 of them were over 42 inches. Red and white is the ticket. That red on there is giving them the effect of a wounded fish, and boy, it's just like it's money. I like to fish towards the weeds. A lot of guys like to fish out in the middle of the bays. It just all depends. As the day goes on and the water gets warmer, these fish try to go out and they sun themselves to warm up. They like to get to that warmer water. And you have to realize we're here a week after ice off, so a lot of these bays just haven't gotten to the point where you want them to be to catch a real big fish. But that's another good fish, but not a giant. 30 minutes out of the water. head to the center of the bay like this, out of the weeds, yeah, you got a pretty good fish out there. Baby! Nice.
Don't get any better than that.
These guys do it 3 more days and they'll really be something.
Was that your first cast?
That's my first cast.
After lunch?
After lunch.
And that was a big swirl.
That was a big, and he's taking drag and he's staying deep. And he's
Might be a new lodge record.
whichever side of the boat he wants. Sweet! 48 and a half. 48 and a half.
Well, that's the new Sportsman's News record right there. 48 and a half inches. Big Sand Lake Lodge. Put him through a good workout these first couple of days, and Rick just landed a 48 incher. That was on his bait cast, but I'll bet I've caught, I can do an adventure guess, 200 fish in 2 days. Perfect. 41, master angler, baby. I got one up with Lonnie. That's the minimum for the master angler on the pike, but 41 inches on the pike, 35 inches on the lake trout, and 28 inches on the walleye. And this is our, what, fifth master angler today. That's all right, buddy. Well, you know, the main lodge here at the Big Sand Lake can hold about 32 guests at a time. And there's also 4 outpost camps that hold anywhere from 4 to 8 fishermen as well. Each one of these cabins are duplexes, and so they sleep 4, 2 on each side. Let's take a little walk inside. You can kind of see what we've got here. We've got two queen side beds. We've got a little table and chairs in the corner. It opens up to the back porch. You've got cabinets here for your clothes. Every one of the cabins has a wood-burning stove, and that's basically your heat source. And full electricity. We've got bathrooms with toilets, sinks, and shower. And so really a nice setup. You're 520 miles from Winnipeg, Canada. There's a halfway point called Thompson, Manitoba, that is an old mining town. And so that's kind of the fueling of the plane that comes from Winnipeg. You either stop there on the way up or on the way back to refuel. And so as the group gets ready to come out at the end of their 5-day stay, a new group is coming in. So it's a pretty good system here that they've got. I've been coming up here now since 2005, And so this is about my 6th or 7th trip, and I've been here for black bear in the spring, been here for moose in the fall, and of course the northern pike, lake trout, and walleye fishing is superb.
We've gone east and south this morning. We're down in a bay they call Cox Bay. We'll be fishing for pike this morning. We've got the winds coming out of the east, and so this bank over here should be a pretty good producing bank. We came in here the first day we got here, and the wind was really blowing. It was hard to fish, and Ken picked up a couple of really nice fish, and so we'll be throwing the same things as we threw yesterday, the flies, red and white flies, some chartreuse flies, and then probably some shallow running crankbaits. And we're going to try some spinner baits and maybe a few buzz baits if it lays down a little bit.
Go. Little 32-inch pike here at Big Sand Lake Lodge. There are a ton of those. I'll bet between the three of us yesterday, I would venture to guess we probably caught well over 300 pike yesterday. Plus walleye. Did a little bit of lake trout fishing last night, didn't have any luck, but I'm telling you, if you want to catch a lot of fish and a lot of big fish, Big Sand Lake is the place to be, northern Manitoba. We love to catch the pike. There's people up here that are specifically here to catch big numbers of walleye. I mean, you can catch literally hundreds of walleye a day if that's what you choose to do. And then there's some guys here that all they'll do the whole time they're here is troll or jig for lake trout. So there's really something here for everybody. They have flyouts that have specific species you can go after. They do have some big Arctic grayling up here and some of the water systems that they can fly out to that we've done in the past. So a lot to do here at Big Sand Lake Lodge. We're about 520 miles north of Winnipeg, about the 63rd parallel. So actually this water system will drain into the Hudson Bay. That's how far north we are. So neat place. The other boat that's traveling with us today saw a couple moose along one of the grassy areas. This is a great moose area. We've been up here in the past, shot a great moose. Last year they shot a 62-inch Canadian moose. Boy, if you're looking for not only great fishing, but great black bear hunting, shot a great, one of the guys shot a nice, pretty blonde black bear on this trip. A lot of color-faced bears up here. There they have wolf and wonderful moose opportunities in the fall. So, well, if you're looking for a great hunting or a great fishing trip, get a hold of Big Sand Lake Lodge here in Manitoba, Canada.
How big is it, Lonnie?
30 inch.
30 inch?
30 inch.
Okay, looks good.
Well, you know, we really haven't fished a lot for walleye on this trip other than for our shore lunch, and they sure are great eating, but here's a nice little 23-inch walleye just to pull out of here, actually on my standard red and white streamer. So you can catch them on a little bit of everything up here, but
Dance.
another great fish here at Big Sand Lake. 41-inch northern pike. This is our 6th master angler of the trip, plus a lake trout. Had a couple other big lake trout on, and yeah, he's been doing a little bit of fighting, and we're gonna let him do a little bit of growing. know, as soon as these adventures begin, it seems like they're over. And here at Big Sand Lake Lodge again, we've just had an excellent opportunity for some of the best fishing I've ever had anywhere in the world. We caught 7 master anglers this week in the pike category, and also 2 in the lake trout. There are some great fish caught this week. In fact, we broke the new Sportsman's News record of 48.5 inches by Rick Rosenberg, and so that'll probably be the largest northern pike caught here at Big Sand this year, and I would imagine probably the top 5 in all of Manitoba for the year. So quite an accomplishment, and it just tells you the quality of the fish here at Big Sand Lake Lodge. And you know, it doesn't stop there. Great spring black bear hunting, and excellent fall moose hunting, and combination trips there also for wolf, bear, moose, and of course wonderful fishing also in the fall. So the next time you're looking for a great outdoor adventure, give Big Sand Lake Lodge a call in northern Manitoba. And as always, thank you for joining us on this edition of Sportsman's News Television.
Sportsman's News Television is brought to you by Vortex Optics, the force of optics. Sitka, turning clothing into gear. CVA, it's just a better gun. Bushnell Trophy Cams, bulletproof reliability for life. Double Tap Ammunition, handcrafted, American-made precision ammunition. St. Croix Fishing Rods, the best rods on earth. And by Jumping Jack, from trailer to tent in 5 minutes.